Hi everyone, David Ward. It's Thursday, I want to say it is, August 5th, 2022, 12. Actually, it's Friday now, I believe. Yeah, that would be Friday now. Yep. It is Friday now, August 5th, 2022, 12:36 a.m. in the morning on a Friday here in Alabama, USA. Hope everyone's doing okay today. I'm doing fine. Just wanted to provide an update for Bitcoin. And let's go ahead. Let me move this other camera. Let's go ahead and get to this analysis for Bitcoin. There's a chance we could be in accumulation and not in distribution, just letting you know that. We're going to skip the short-term group for a moment. Let's look at just the 5-day, for the near-term group for now. But in this 5-day, to the far right, this is present day. In the center, this is February 2019 right here, and to the far left, this is July 2018. The candle, and when I say the candle, the 5-day candle that began July 30th. The current or present day 5-day candle has 3 days remaining in it, and it began on August 4th. The one previous to that began on July 30th. Kind of similar to this July 30th here, but it's a bit different. In what way? In July, we were down here in these moving averages. Present day, we're down here in these moving averages. This July here, 2018, we're not down here with those moving averages. The same moving averages. Each one of these are the 5-day time frame. Each one of them. Sorry, this is taking a moment. Alright, so again, here's February, right here, February 2019, that I had in the center. You see down here at the bottom, 25 February 2019. Let's go back full screen with the other one again. 25 February 2019, you see down at the bottom down here. Alright, so that's what I had in the center right here. And you see where the yellow K line for the stochastic RSI, the yellow K line, and the magenta D line for the stochastic RSI. They're actually kind of similar to present day. There's certainly similar levels is what we were right here, where in July of 2018, yes, the yellow got above level 90, but the magenta did not get above level 90 like we did here in February 2019 and like we did present day. So actually, present day, we're kind of looking more like February 2019, at least in the 5-day time frame. Even the blue line then was actually around level 40. Present day, we're at level 31, let's say 30.89. I'm going to round up to 31. So the blue line's a little shy of 40, like we were here in February. So maybe nah, because I'm going to stick with the K line and the D line for the stochastic RSI being similar levels. Note how the green line had also come down a bit before eventually coming back up again. See how our present day green line has come down a bit. Will it end up coming back up again, similar to what we did back here in February, March 2019? Well, of course, that is yet to be seen. But we're going to keep looking at other time frames. But I just thought this was a good comparison as far as this February of 2019, we were in the moving averages like we are present day. In July of 2018, you see we're nowhere near the moving averages. So that's why I say really today's or present day 5-day time frame actually looks more like February 2019. It does to me. As far as the level of the red, level of the blue, level of the K line and D line for the stochastic RSI, what the green line has done, how we have a brief pullback. Will it keep pulling back, keep coming down like what we did back in July? Because I'm not going to assume this yellow K line will remain angled upward the way it is right now. You see how the yellow K line is kind of angled upward at the moment. This 5-day candle has 3 days, 19 hours remaining. So over the next 3 days, 19 hours, it could end up closing down. We don't know that just yet, but we will have a look at lower time frames to see what we think of that. Of course, we need to look at the rest of the near-term group first. We were just looking at the 5-day. That's it. Now in the near-term group. Now we're looking at the entire near-term group, every bit of it. The 12-hour, 24-hour, 2-day, 3-day, 4-day, 5-day, 6-day, weekly. This is good in the 12-hour that our yellow K line is coming up. It is now above the magenta D line of the stochastic RSI here in the 12-hour. And you see that the yellow 12.16 is the level and the magenta D line is 9.87. So that's good to indicate bullish sentiment in the 12-hour now that the K line is higher than the D line and the green line is going up. The next 12-hour candle, it could be that the energy might end up going above level 50. The red line is kind of close to level 50. It was already above white level 30, so the price action could go up from the white lower B band to the basis. Right now we are a little overextended because we're already at the basis, and the green line is not even at the yellow level 50, which is synonymous with yellow B band basis. The red line is not even at yellow level 50 yet to be synonymous with the yellow B band basis. So the price action currently is just a smidget overextended at the moment. It's overextended up at the moment. Of course, we like that the K line in the 24-hour is trying to come up to get higher than the magenta D line. See, right now the yellow K line is 46.38, the magenta D line is 49.57, but we need that K line of the stochastic RSI to get above the D line. Again, the K line is yellow, the D line is magenta. Of course, we really do not want the K line in the 3-day to come down below the magenta D line, and when doing so end up coming down below level 90. Because if it ends up coming down below level 90 in the 3-day, then it could be that we end up coming back down. But that green line needs to turn back up if we are to get expansion up in the 3-day. Of course, right now all we've been seeing is contraction of the B bands, no expansion. Is the potential for expansion there? Yes, because the red and blue are both above yellow level 50. But we need the green line to be going up and the energy to be going up, as well as the K line, the yellow K line going up. This is good in the 4-day that the yellow K line is still above the magenta D line, and that it's above level 90. If it comes down below level 90, you may want to consider closing any long position that you may have open. This is good that we still have the K line above the D line also in the 6-day and the weekly. Red is already above white level 30, so we can go up from the white lower B band towards the basis. We already see that in the weekly. The basis is currently at 30,300. Now that blue line gets above white level 30, and that increases the odds of not only eventually going up to the basis, but also potentially going up to the white upper B band. Let's look at the midterm group for a minute. Let me turn off drawings. Man, that energy in that 8 day just looks like it wants to exhaust those. Kind of similar to the weekly, just how high the energy is. Of course, we have a brand new 8 day and a brand new 9 day. This is good that the K line is above level 20 and the K line is above the D line to indicate bullish sentiment. The next candle, this red line may be going above white level 30. It's already right at just shy of level 30. It's currently at 29.07. But the next 9 day candle, it may be that we can begin going up from the white lower B band to the B band basis, the yellow dotted B band basis in the 9 day. It's currently at 31,540. Seeing all of these time frames here going from the 8 day, 9 day, 10 day, 11 day, 12 day, 13 day, 14 day, which you might as well say is 2 weeks in the top right hand corner. All of them have the K line above the D line, which means yellow above the magenta, greater value, higher level than the magenta. It's good that the K line is right at near level 20, but still what kind of concerns me in the 12 day is how high that energy is. Will it exhaust soon? Will it run out of steam? We know it's going to be kind of hard to go up from this white lower B band to the basis in the 12 day, seeing that the red line is not above white level 30. The blue line is still below 20. So I would have to say that 24,373, let's just round up to say 24,500. That's the white lower B band in the 12 day time frame. We would have to say that is currently acting as resistance. That is currently acting as resistance. 24,500 is acting as resistance for the next 11 days, 19 hours. Is it possible to overextend above it? Yes, that is possible. That really depends on what occurs in lower time frames. We'll get to the short-term group here in just a minute. This is the 10 day, by the way. If we're like February, let's see, that's going to be right here. Let me go and move that to there. Our green line has come up. Blue line, here we were around 26, where present day we're basically at 11 with the blue line. Let me see what the K line was then. K line was at 44. I'm looking at the level right here. Wherever I have my crosshair is telling me what level the K line, the magenta line, the blue line, the red line, and the green line were wherever I have my crosshair. So when I put my crosshair right here, you look back over there to the left, the writing may be a bit small for y'all. You may not can see that it says in yellow 44.27. is what level we were on the 10-day candle that began 20 February 2019, which I was using the 5-day time frame to point out that we were similar to February 2019 right here. But the 10-day, it doesn't look quite like that. Kind of reminds me more of here, where the K line was just shy of 30. Present day K line's just shy of 30. Let me get the energy on here. Still can't help but wonder if we're like July of 2018, y'all. Seriously. Energy went up to similar levels as well. Yeah, so like I said, yes, we have a chance that we could be in accumulation. A chance that we could be in accumulation, but I'm not convinced of that yet. I'm just not convinced with the way that 10-day looks like currently. I'm just not convinced. Hide my drawings. Let me add the stochastic RSI to these others. Really need that K line to get on up above level 20. It's good that the K line's above the D line in all of these time frames. That's for sure. But can it maintain? Meaning, can it remain, can the K line, yellow K line, remain above the magenta D line for a sustained period of time in all of these time frames? Let me look at the 3-week and compare it to February and July. February 2019 and July 2018. So here's July, end of July right here, 2018. It's hard to compare those because our right here the red and blue line were way higher than what they are right now. This is more like February as far as the actually kind of more like end of December, with the green line coming up higher. Present day, the green line coming up higher than what we were in December. So it definitely is possible we could be in accumulation. That certainly is possible. I'm certainly not dead set on saying that we are yet, though, that's for sure. This 3-week time frame, of course, it would help to see the yellow K line and the magenta D line both get above level 20. Not just one of them, both of them. I know they got above it here and ended up coming back down below it before then finally going up again. That was at the COVID dump of 2020. But got above level 10 a couple of times and around level 7.5, 8 there the last time before going up. And this kind of present day kind of reminds me of here a big hump, a little bit smaller hump, even smaller hump before taking off, a big hump, a little smaller hump. Will we have even a little smaller hump before taking off? That is possible. We cannot rule that out. 16 days, 19 hours remaining in the current 3-week candle. Again, it's nice that the K line is coming up. It's higher level than the D line. We really needed above level 20, y'all. Here when we got above level 20, you see we had a pretty decent move. But you know, this red line needs to come on up to stay on up above aqua level 10. Why do we need the red to stay above aqua level 10? Right now it's right at 10 and angled down. Because if it goes below aqua level 10, that is implying that the price action, the mean, the price action, the fair market value at this current time is what the red line is representing. The mean value at this time is currently where the red line is, which is right at aqua level 10, and you see the price action is right at aqua lower B band. But if this red keeps coming down lower, we're coming down again. 3 days, 19 hours, we begin a new 20-day candle. In 3 days, 19 hours. That means we must be getting a new 10-day in 3 days, 19 hours, which also means we'll get a new 5-day in 3 days, 19 hours. So we'll have a look at all of those in another 3 days, 19 hours. And at that point, we'll also have a new 4-day, I'm sure. So we'll see what that looks like as well. Because we just began a new 4-day today that has 3 days, 19 hours remaining in it. Yeah, all of these, the stochastic RSI, first things first, it needs to get above level 10, then the next go is above level 20, the next goal after that is above level 30. Red's gone below white level 30. The blue's about to go below it, but with the green going up, which is actually kind of acting as a savior at the moment. But that next candle, if that green comes down while the red and blue are both below white level 30, the price action's coming down again. And I'm not prepared to say down where to or anything like that yet. First, I want to see if it starts coming down again before I even talk about any potential targets of where it would come down to. This energy's quite high, y'all. I do not see this red line getting above yellow level 50 to help upward pressure continue. Here, the moment that energy begins coming down in the 11-day, the price action is coming down. Why? Because the red line is not above yellow level 50. It's the same thing here. The red line was not above yellow level 50, so the moment the energy started coming down, what did the price action do? It started coming down. So first and foremost, this red line has got to get above yellow level 50 in that 11-day time frame. Red is just below white aqua. Red is just above aqua level 10, and the price action just above aqua lower B band in the 23-day time frame. Kind of similar here with the red right at white aqua, which is halfway between white and aqua, halfway between white level 30, aqua level 10, which means halfway between white lower B band and aqua lower B band. That's where the price action is currently. So we are at the mean The red line acts as the mean for the price action. This is the 5-week time frame. You see where the K line and D line are currently. If we even want to expect to see something major as far as a reversal going up, first things first, the K line and D line have to get above aqua level 10. Have to get above aqua level 10. If they can do that in the 5-week time frame, then that's a good indication that we are in accumulation. If that can occur in the 5-week time frame, where the yellow K line and the magenta D line both get above aqua level 10. So until that occurs, I am not prepared to say that we are in accumulation. We could be in accumulation, but we need more confirmation for me to say that yes, we're in accumulation. Like right here, when this K line yellow started coming up right here, then we had a good chance of going up from the white lower B band towards the basis, because when that K line is coming up above aqua level 10 in this 5-week time frame, this is a pretty high time frame, so we say level 10 instead of 20 here. Note where the red and the blue were already above level 20, right at level 20 for the red, and the blue is already above level 20, almost at level 30. When they both got above level 30, that increased the odds to go up to the white aqua upper B bands, but we knew that had to be it. We know we could not get expansion here. Why? Was the blue line above yellow level 50 along with the red? No, that's why we did not get expansion here. The white aqua upper B bands were it. We were not going to go to the white aqua upper B bands like we did here and then just keep getting expansion, because here the red and then the blue, once the blue also got above yellow level 50, see how the B bands started opening up? We started getting expansion of the B bands because red and blue was above level 50. Now we begin to get expansion up. So when we were here, yes, red got above level 50 and blue was above level 30, so yes, we could go to the white aqua upper B bands, but could it follow up with expansion up? No, because the blue's not above yellow level 50. Now when the red and blue are both above yellow level 50, yeah, not only can we get to the white aqua upper, but we can also get expansion up. We still have some work to do just to go up from the white lower B band. This is good that the red is acting like it's wanting to turn up. It's acting like it wants to turn up here. Just like here, white aqua, so it ended up being white. We're turning up from the white lower B band. Here the red came down to white aqua level 20, ended up being white lower B band. We found support along that. Can we do the same thing present day? We'll see. I think we really need to pay close attention to the next 5-week candle that begins in 1 month. Exactly 1 month from today. 1 month and 0 days. 1 month from today. I want to see if this K line is still higher than the D line, meaning is the yellow line still higher than the magenta line, and are they curving up on the verge of going above level 10? Because if they can do that, then like here when we were in our second simple rally of accumulation, that was actually phase C, well, the end of phase B before coming down for a Wyckoff spring in phase C in accumulation of 2014. Same thing here. The next candle, let's see if we can do similar to what we did here in 2019, where the next candle, the yellow K line, can go right at or just above aqua level 10. If they can do that, then I would feel pretty good about saying that yes, we're in accumulation, everyone. We are in accumulation. Or put it this way, I'd say there's at least an 80% chance we're in accumulation if we were to see that. At least an 80% chance. But that's 1 month from now. 1 month from now. Let's see if there's any other time frames I want to talk about here. The 2 week. Not sure if I already looked at the 2 week or not. Do I have any drawings on this? Tell you what, let's go back to the 3 week, 4 week, 5 week. No, let's go back to the 4 week. What did I have written here? We have a new 4 week candle beginning in 12 days, 19 hours. Now it's 9 days, 18 hours. We'll see during the next 4 week candle if the green line turns back down or continues rising. Yeah, I can agree with that. The red line just above 20. We went just below 20 here in 2019. Red stayed just above 20 in 2015. We just might do that. It's possible. It's possible. We could be in accumulation, but at the same time, I don't want to assume that because we could be like right here, where the green came up and then turned right back down again. Where the green is turned up, come right back down again, before then eventually turning up. It's going to take another month, y'all, which is how much time we have remaining in the current 5 week candle. Exactly 1 month remaining in the current 5 week candle. The 9 week. We have 1 month, 7 days, so exactly 1 month and a week remaining in the current 9 week candle. I'm wondering if we're about like this right here. Right here. But here the red was just above level 50. The next candle, now the red is just above level 40. Our red line is just below level 50. The blue line, there wasn't enough data back here for a blue least squared moving average. Blue LSMA, least squared moving average, wasn't enough data here for the blue line. Yeah, I'm not going to assume that we're going to turn up the next candle like we did right here. I'm just not going to assume that. Now, if the K line, the next 9 week candle that begins 1 month and 1 week from now, 1 month, 7 days from now, if that K line can turn up, get above the magenta D line, like we did right here, yeah, then I might begin to wonder if we are in accumulation at that point. But until we see that, I just have a hard time saying that we are in accumulation just yet. We don't know what we don't know until we know it. Anybody saying that we're in accumulation right now, they would have to convince me how they know that. Just because you say we are doesn't mean anything. You gotta cover something logical, explain something logical to demonstrate or prove that your argument there. And there's no way I'm going to say make a flat statement and say that we are in fact in accumulation. Now it's possible, but it's certainly not guaranteed. Not yet. That's the midterm group. I've already discussed that. The near term group, man, that 3-day and 4-day is just the red line is still pretty low, and that energy is pretty high. And really it's kind of a race. Can that red line in this 3-day make it up here to level 50, yellow level 50, to help upward pressure continue? Because remember that once that energy starts coming down, if that red line is not up here at yellow level 50 and that energy starts coming down, that price action's coming down. The odds are quite high for the price action to begin coming down. So we could be something similar to what we saw right here. We know the red's still below white level 30, and the price line is still below the white lower B band, just like here in 2019. We just had a hard time going up from this white lower B band until this red line finally went above white level 30, along with the green going up above white level 30 and the K line going above white level 30. The K line is the yellow line. See, we just don't have that present day. I'm wondering if this green doesn't come down one time before then having another go at it again. Probably something similar to what we had right here, where the energy exhausted came down, the green line came down. Then the next time, when the red and the K line are above white level 30 and now the green's above white level 30, they're all above white level 30. So it may be that we still end up doing something like this. So it is possible that we are in accumulation, y'all. It is possible. And really that's due in large part, I'm saying this, it's really due in large part to where we are in our moving averages in the 5-day compared to where we were in February, January and February of 2019 in the 5-day. Because in July of 2018, which I have had us looking at, here the price action was nowhere near the moving averages like we were here in January and February of 2019. Present day, we're right at those moving averages in the 5-day time frame. So yes, it certainly is possible that we could be in accumulation. But am I going to make a flat statement and say we are in accumulation like we were right here in January and February 2019? That we are in fact in accumulation now? I'm not prepared to say that, no. Because we could be just like this right here, where we were going sideways from July all the way to end of October. And then the beginning of November we began dumping again. So I'm not going to say as a flat statement that we are in fact in accumulation right now. I'm just not going to do that. Now if we begin, as I mentioned earlier, if we begin to see in these higher time frames, what higher time frames? Where I mentioned like the 5-week time frame. If we begin to see that yellow K line come up above aqua level 10, like we did here with the yellow K line, and like we did here with the yellow K line, if we were to see that in the 5-week time frame, while we were going out sideways, that's what was going on here in January and February 2019. But here where I was talking about from July to November before our dump, where we were kind of going sideways, if that's what we're actually doing here present day, that is possible. That is possible before one last dump. But it's just too soon to even say that. that is in fact going to occur. I just can't say that right now. Now with this blue line just now having gone below yellow level 50, here's our blue line just before it went below yellow level 50. Well, the price dumped down towards the white lower B band. Then after the blue line went below yellow level 50, we started leveling out, flattening out. We were in accumulation. Well, our blue line is just below yellow level 50. Not as low as we were here in December 2018, but still it's below level 50. So again, it's kind of iffy right now. If we're not in accumulation yet, we're getting close. We are getting close, but unfortunately, it may take another entire month in order for us to have more of a hold, you might say, more of an understanding of what's going on as to whether or not we are in fact in accumulation, or are we doing somewhat similar to what we did in all of August, September, and October before dumping in November, like what we did in 2018. Could we be doing that? It's too hard to say just yet. We have to keep a good eye on this 5-week time frame, watching the yellow K line. We want to see if that yellow K line, the next 5-week candle, turns up, just like what we did right here. Turns up, goes above level 10. If that yellow K line, the next 5-week candle, can turn up to at least be on the verge of going above level 10, then yes, there would be a very good indication that we are in accumulation, and that we're likely not falling down any further, that we've already found bottom, and it won't be much longer before we begin going up. Especially the K line and D line get above level 20. When we got above level 20 right here, you see we begin to take off. Got above level 20 right here, we began to take off. So the first step is getting above level 10. When we get above that, well, that's a good sign, because then the next candle, we might be going above level 20 then. The next candle. It could take a couple of candles, like what we did here. We got above level 10 with the K line, then 1, 2, it actually took 3 candles right here, where this one, we got above level 10. With the very next candle, we're above level 20. In fact, the K line was above level, is right up at level 40 then at that time. It took a pretty big jump. So we could only be 1 month away from knowing. I'm not going to say knowing for sure. For sure is implying 100%. But we're about a month away from having a good fixation, you might say, as to knowing what is actually going on. Were we in accumulation all this time that we've been kind of going sideways at the moment or not? Well, let that K line get above aqua level 10. That would be a very good sign if we can get that to occur. If that can occur, where this yellow K line can get above aqua level 10 in the 5-week time frame, then it may not be very long before we begin going somewhere. Let's look at the short-term group real quick. Red and blue still pretty low in that 6 hour. I have a hard time seeing expansion up, because this red and blue is nowhere near yellow level 50 for us to get expansion up. Looks like still more sideways in that 6 hour. The 8 hour, red and blue are still kind of low. I know they just made contact with the green while it's going up, and the price action has come up pretty decent. The red and blue is above white level 30, which means that price action has decent odds of making it up to the white aqua upper. But if once it gets up there, now can it continue up with expansion up? That red and blue would have to keep going up above yellow level 50. Same thing here. Right now we're already at the white upper B band, and the blue's not even above white level 30, so we are overextended up a little bit. But I mean, that's understandable. Look how tight the B bands are in the 6 hour. There's only a 2.5% spread, 2.5% spread between the white upper and white lower B band. So it was nothing for us to be overextended up a little bit. It's not like we're big time overextended up. We're not. That was easy for the price action to do with as little of a spread that we had between the white upper and white lower B band in the 6 hour time frame. Okay, we're trying expansion up in the 3 hour. Blue's already above yellow level 50. The next 3 hour candle, the red, can be above yellow level 50. So is it possible to continue a slow expansion up? It's possible. We just begun this 6 hour candle about 23 minutes ago. Looks like it may take another 12 hour candle, another 18 hours from now, 17 and a half, another 17 and a half hours from now. Let's look at the 12 hour. Yeah, I mentioned where the K line had just crossed above the D line. The next 12 hour candle now, that K line may be above level 20. What I like is that the red and blue are above white level 30. The red and blue are above white level 30, indicating that we have increased odds of continuing up to the white aqua upper B band, somewhere between 23,850 and 24,300. 23,850 and 24,300. I'd say over the next 5.5 plus 12, 17.5 hours. Over the next 17.5 hours, we can continue going up to somewhere between 23,850 and 24,300. 23,850 and 24,300. That would be the remainder of this current 12 hour candle, 5.5 hours. And all of the next 12 hour candle. That's how I came up with 17.5 hours. 12 plus 5.5 is 17.5 hours. We still have 17.5 hours remaining in the current daily, and we're looking at 23.6 to 24.1. That's kind of close to the 23.850 and the 24.3 that we see in the 12 hour. That's kind of close here, and we can begin to get a little bit of expansion up there too. Red and blue's already above yellow level 50 here, already above yellow level 50 here. Red's above yellow level 50 in the 4-day, not quite in the with the blue line though. The red line is, but not the blue line. I don't see us getting an expansion of it. I can see white aqua upper B band, and that would be about it. Blue's just now getting above white level 30 with the red above 50. That increases the odds of potentially going up to the white upper B band eventually over time in the 5-day time frame. We're about to get that in the weekly, but goodness. I still have to say, y'all, that just remind you of the 12-day time frame. Let me remind you of the 12-day time frame. Here's the 12-day time frame. Red is just under white level 30. And the price action's just under the white lower B band that's currently at 24,400, let's say 24,400. Well, that's right at the aqua upper B band in the 12-hour time frame. That's pretty close to it. 24,400. That's pretty close to the aqua upper B band in the 12-hour. Now, as far as us going up from that white lower B band in the 12-day, to go up from that white lower B band towards the yellow dotted B band basis that's currently at 33,000. But in order for us to go up from the white lower towards the yellow dotted B band basis, we need this blue line to at least be on the verge of going above level 20 and the red line above white level 30. But will that occur this 12-day candle? No. The next 12-day, I'm not going to make a flat statement and say no. It can overextend up. That is possible, but the odds are against it. The odds are against it. So right now, at least for the remaining 11 days and 18 hours, 11 days and 18 hours, we have to say this white lower B band is acting as resistance. It's not acting as support unless we can get this red line above white level 30 and this blue on the verge of going above white aqua level 20, and the green still going up and the energy still going up. But man, that energy could be nearing exhaustion. That next 12-day candle, it may begin coming down. Remember, we're in a race. We need that red line to get above yellow level 50 as soon as possible. Because if it can't get above yellow level 50 before this energy begins falling, what happens to the price action? It comes down, just like right here. The energy's going up, and the red, it needed to get up above yellow level 50. Because if it's not above yellow level 50, when that energy begins coming down, what happens to the price action? It begins coming down. But now, if the red line can get above yellow level 50 before the energy begins coming down, you see how the price action can stay up? The red line still remained above yellow level 50, so price action still remains up. Red line still above yellow level 50. Upward pressure continued until the white energy made it down to level 50. We had a red candle. But then it went up again. You would have to go to other time frames to really maybe around the 15-day time frame. Right? Probably would have been more like the 3-week time frame instead of 2-week, 1 day. That's 15 days. Let me just go and tell it 3-week. And you see in the 3-week when that energy went below yellow level 50 and the K line broke down below level 90. I think I was 12 day. Yeah, I was in the 12 day. Alright, but yeah, for right now we have to say 24,400 is still acting as resistance. The white lower B band in the 12-day time frame is still acting as resistance, and we know that red line better get up above yellow level 50 in a hurry, because if it cannot get up above yellow level 50 before that energy begins falling down, we're going to see the price action begin falling down. Yeah, so for now, red's above yellow level 50, just getting above yellow level 50 here. We triggered upward pressure, that's good. Talking about the 2-hour up here in the top right hand corner. Now the 3-hour, red's on the verge of getting above yellow level 50 here to trigger upward pressure. At that point, the 3-hour would be in a race with the 6-hour. In other words, will the white energy in the 3-hour come down below level 50 to trigger downward pressure before the red line in the 6-hour can get above yellow level 50 to trigger upward pressure? So we will be watching that race soon when that red line closes above yellow level 50 about 2.5 hours from now. Right now our current race is between the white energy in the 2-hour and the red line in the 4 hour. Will the red line in the 4 hour close above level 50 to trigger upward pressure before the white energy in the 2 hour can come down and close below level 50 to trigger downward pressure? And this still kind of looks more sideways to me, y'all, with the aqua upper B band and the 12 hour acting as a resistance. The aqua 24.3, that's pretty close to the 12-day time frame. It's white lower B band at 24.4. That's pretty close to this aqua upper B band at 24.3. The aqua upper B band in the 12 hour, bottom left hand corner. So I'd say 23.850, 23.850 to 24.4. 23.850 to 24.4. I'm saying 24.4 instead of 24.3 because of the white lower B band in the 12-day time frame that's currently at 24.4. So 23,850 to 24.4 is kind of where we're looking at the moment, or where we could be going up to at the moment. What we do after that has yet remains to be seen. We would need to see this green line turn back up in the 2-day, and this green line turn back up in the 3-day, but that's another 2 days, 18 hours in the 3-day, another 1 day, 18 hours in the 2-day. That green line's just got to come up. It's acting like it's wanting to come up in the daily. The K line needs to get above the D line in the daily though, and maybe it can do that the next daily candle. Yeah, there's not much real serious going on just yet. I'm just saying sideways, really, still at the moment. And I'm going to say sideways between 21,650 and 24.4. 21,650 and 24.4. Where am I getting the 21,650, you might ask? Well, since the red line is still well above yellow level 50 in the 2-day, yellow level 50 is synonymous with the yellow B band basis that's currently at 21,657. So 21,650. I'd look at that as support here for a little while, 21,650 on up to 24,400 for the next 11 days, 18 hours. Where am I coming up with 11 days, 18 hours? That's how much time we have remaining in the 12-day time frame. Because remember, I pointed out in the 12-day time frame, since that red line is not above white level 30, we're going to have a hard time going up from the white lower B band in the 12-day time frame. Therefore, since we're going to have a hard time going up from the white lower B band in the 12-day, that white lower B band must be acting as resistance, since we have a hard time going up above it, from it, towards the basis. And that white lower B band in the 12-day is 24,400. All right, I'm going to go and call this one quits. And if you don't mind, take a moment and click like. If you're not subscribed, feel free to do so. Certainly would appreciate your support. Want to wish everyone happy trading, and as always, you know the drill. Let's stay awesome.